Hi. Hi, my name is Philip Bennett Zweig. I've been a home care worker now for over 37 years, and in those years, I've assisted many people with disabilities to live full, independent, and productive lives. And I've been able to earn a living wage doing it. Even though the pay is about $10 an hour, I've been doing okay. I have a roof over my head, I have decent food on the table, I sleep in a nice bed, and I have my utilities. And this is because even though it's only $10 an hour, I've been working many hours. In my case right now, 60 hours a week. And so I've been bringing in money. I've been earning a living wage. And some folks feel that I'm being exploited. You see, they want us home care workers to be covered by the Fair Labor Standards Act, which affects both public and private employment. In my case, employment by the public through Medicare, Medicaid funding. And they are saying that we workers should be covered by the Fair Labor Standards Act so that we will be getting overtime pay, which means an extra 50 cents on the dollar for every hour worked beyond 40 hours a week, which in my case would be 20 hours. The problem with that is, where's the money to pay for it? You don't see many leaders, any people in power saying we need to increase Medicare, Medicaid funding. We need to find savings for Medicare, Medicaid. And the law also says that if funding is not available to pay that overtime, then we're no longer allowed to work those extra hours. That means I will go from 60 hours a week to 40 or less a week. And there goes my living wage. There goes the decent living with decency and respect. It all goes bye-bye. And it's because of the current administration in unions such as SEIU. This is their Washington office right now. And folks, the current administration in AFSCME, AFSCME. This is their office in Washington. And they, using their political clout, have directed the guy who lives here to order this guy, the Federal Department of Labor Secretary Thomas E. Perez, to make these changes to include home care workers in funding. Now, I owe a great deal to the pioneers of the unions who set up medical insurance for folks like me. I was hit by a truck 7 years ago, and I had my medical bills taken care of. I am very grateful to those pioneers. The current unions, the current administration, I do not have a lot of appreciation for. The thing is that if this change takes effect, and is scheduled to take effect right now, sometime January of 2015, and I suffer a big cutback in my pay because hours are going to be taken away from me, the people we assist are going to still need care for those hours taken away from me, so they're going to have to hire somebody else who will be even less paid than me, who will have less of an incentive to do a good job. And on those occasions in which we will have to work overtime, if somebody doesn't show up and we have to fill in, many of the people with disabilities are going to be expected to pay a copay. And people with disabilities aren't very rich, usually. And what are they going to do? They're going to have all these new people coming in and out of their homes who they don't know. Many of them have been assisted by the same people for many years. Now they have to hire strangers who don't know anything about them, who have been trained by people who know nothing about their bodies. Many people with disabilities will then be forced into nursing homes. And nursing homes are pretty expensive. They're like $400 a day per person more. And that's going to be really wonderful for the taxpayers to pay up that money. And we have to do something about this. We have to contact individuals. We have to contact organizations. We have to let them know that we don't want this to happen, that we want a compromise, that we want at least consumer-directed services, which already cost a lot less than traditional services, to not be affected by this law. And consumer-directed services can be available to most of the people with disabilities who right now rely on traditional assistance. And we have to make this available. I need people to call these folks. There's SEIU. You can pause your computer to take down this number. And then there is AFSCME. I hope that you will make a few calls to them. Then there is the Department of Labor, who need to hear from you. There are a bunch of numbers there, and I hope you will call all of them to verify what I'm saying and to let your voices be heard. And last and not the least is the White House. And I hope you will be calling them, because they can stop this. They can stop this from happening. Now, I'm not going to have, if this change goes through, I'm not going to be able to eat decently anymore. I mean, I'm already practicing for that day in January. And it's healthy. And it's cheap because these are very filling, very filling. And I hope I don't have to be eating this on a regular basis. It's up to you, people. It's up to you. Our homes, not nursing homes. Our homes, not nursing homes. Defending our freedom. Help defend our freedom.